Fnatic are coming back in looking fresh. Train was theirs, they converted it against an EG that are in form, and now here on European soil into our second. We've got ourselves a bit of util, smattering of it for the T-side start. I've got Chad Sponge Birchall for his analytical goodness. And have you seen that before? Previously, Jaquinho's whipped out a P250. This time he's been given the gift of an armored Julie.
This one here might get a little bit interesting.
30 bullets of wrath.
He had a fantastic first map, highest rated player for his team, and Brolin and Crims were also online. So a few details to keep in mind as we kick this one off. Flash set up from Brolin to assist Jaquinho with those Julies. Golden to bait him in as well. And up Banana comes Breeze and Stan, snaking their way into this trap.
It is quite the trap, isn't it? Jaquinho, patience. Armored Julies, very potent up close. And no need to reload up against that Glock. EG bide their time. Tarek and Obo return for this. Oh, spots the head. Jaquinho's ready. Flash needs to come in now. Nade is good, and so is Jaquinho. He keeps unloading the mags. There's more to come, and they do meet his Julies!
No.
Body shots.
They still have the util for this execute even. 2 smokes and a Molotov, or 2 Molotovs even.
Crims is tucking in. He'll hear all of this from Apps. What's his choice about this?
Let him have it.
Maybe play spoiler from short. That would be nuts if they plant there.
Be a fast flank, low HP.
Obo, late mid. It's not the default plan. Knows one's pit. He's got so much information off the back of this flank, and he's also...
Obo's down.
Lost Obo. 2 on site, 1 pit. Brolin joining the pack, opting for balcony. Makes sense.
No kit.
They do have to be quite quick about this. Brolin just joins the forces and they push on in. Cirque the first. He falls. Tarek does well from pit now in a 2v2. Jiggling out. These next kills will determine it. Who's going to pull the trigger successfully? Back and forth. Stan's found it. Second frag for him this round. And EG pivot off the back of that one. Jaquinho's going to be feeling a little red-faced. He couldn't find a second. Yeah, but a lot of resources into that.
I feel like he should have had Obo there, right? Every day of the week. That nade was great. Golden doesn't get a chance to chime on him. He instantly gets destroyed on that corner. And yeah, the first one's good. He's completely blind, keeps spamming away. And Obo's not deterred, whatever. He just jumps on
Busts him.
Yeah, keeps it nasty. And then Stan from the site. Him getting that kill makes it much easier for Tarek just to focus in on that final fight. And a big one for EG to win here. 4 spy for Fnatic. Scout for JW. Deagles for the rest. Smokes, 4 of them.
Saw elbows.
Saw a circle jump there as well. Knows where Cirque is. He's even getting a little jiggle here, there, and everywhere, but JW doesn't want to overstay his welcome. And a nade onto Obo, so softened on up, 71 points of health, and 2 behind the smoke. A flash through. Or is it a smoke?
It's quite threatening, and on the reload, they wanted to push. Cirque puts bullets down range alongside Obo. And this force pipe starts to fall apart. Crims has got a good dig on him, and he gets 2 out of it. Maybe falling into the site as well. He has pulled it straight back into a potential for Fnatic. Coming in fast, flash pull to buy time. JW arriving just as he needs to. Hasn't reloaded, so just 4 bullets here for Crims. And now, perfect chance, but no, denied by Stan. Attack from the scout of JW. Brolin trying through the smoke, and now Stan's low too. It's doable. Crims has still made this winnable. JW's burning, trying to hit a Hail Mary. It's cost him his life. And Brolin with the deal. Both within that 1-shot radius. He's going to get out of dodge for now. 2 clicks of his mouse is all Brolin requires. One of the sharpest Swedish tools in this shed. Timing, perfect. Stops the bomb from being planted. Stan down.
Tarek's turn.
Tarek is next victim. And pushing in, too easy from Brolin. Lovely to watch that one transpire. He saves the day for Fnatic. Crims starting it off with a crucial double.
The fact he gets away there as well, right? I know he didn't get anything done after he got away, but if he went down, they would run into that site so much quicker. His flash helped to delay. So you get these 2 kills, fantastic. And then slowing things down, Brolin. Lovely little flick there. And
he was so confident as well that like it was just body shots. Like no extra time on the head. He knew what he had to do.
Force by wars continue here. EG will buy back in, but it's not great because they didn't get that bomb down. So a couple Deagles. Tech9, CZ. Very, very light on with the nades again here. We had Brolin and Crims win the pistol round with each other, right? Over on Train. And then here, two of them combined for an impact round to kick off the CT side. If Fnatic can stay stoic, if they can win this, convert, start to build a big bank on the CT half, that's where we can have confidence in maybe Yanko's 2-0 prediction coming true. But EG are not going to be easy to rattle. Golden baiting for Jacquinho. Had to deal with...
Smoke would be lovely, but
oh, no,
Eric's just going to drive straight past him. Golden wants to be resistant with this. They're just running in. They're just running in on flashes. He's been spotted on Nubox. He does weather the storm. Crims as well. Smokes are onto the cross. Still finds him through it, and the bomb is in the smoke. It's retrievable. He does actually tag one. Surely the boost is predicted here. Obo, why are you taking that bomb? This is smart. Interesting call from Stan.
Oh, huge kill.
I'm going to sell this. And he's done it by finding that frag. If he finds a second, that's some shooting from Stan. And he gets away as well. Brolin forced into a very uncomfortable clutch. The amount of ground Obo has covered already. Like, that's a 10, 15-second jog.
Oof, you just got a little bit of a Brolin head shake there as he tried to chase Stan down Banana, realizing he can't make it, and now he's just going to save. So that one right there is all Stan's impact. That was wild.
Sick calling as well, yeah.
Oh, just putting the brakes on, taking that bomb out. Obo going, I don't want to be part of this.
I mean, you can pretty much guarantee that the full rotate's going to be in after the punishing into the charge into the site.
Okay, 1,400 now for Fnatic. Golden has 800 left over, so he can work with something. Crims, he'll be at 2K. You get the 1.4 plus his 600. Brolin can drop a Deagle because he picked one of those up as well, holding on to the M4. We're starting to build a bit of a buy out of this. If I'm Fnatic, you may as well continue down this road, because if you can win out the Force by Wars, that's how you can build yourself an early lead in the economy here. But the other side of it is that if you lose on a round like this, you're giving that lead over towards EG. So they've gone somewhere in the middle. I don't know if we're going to see any more investment coming out. Okay, they have gone all in. Looked like they were going to save about 500. They've invested everything.
I mean, yeah, we're going to see the Force by Wars continue. Stand with the hero players made it so.
Crims with the scout's a bit interesting.
Yeah. Wants to try and contain middle, and he does well to put one into Cirque, so legged. Very transitional for the CTs now, and actually a deep smoke.
They've used this quite early though, haven't they?
Yeesh. Obo's spray. He's been very good at finding these frags through the smoke. Crosshair placement and understanding of when and where to spray. And they're quick to re-smoke it. They want to keep these T's feet planted. They can stack up. They're gambling. Ooh. I think they believe as another smoke lands on Banana, that's going to channel EG into taking space on A. Makes sense, and the gamble is correct. Even Brolin pushing up on the fastest of flanks. And Stan is ready
for it this time.
He's alert. Just the last two then. Tucked into the site. Just looking for damage, if anything else. Would be a bonus. And that will be just the one for Jacquinho.
Handled. And good stuff there from EG. That is the Force by Wars coming to a close for this half. Have to wait until we get to the second half of play on map number 2 here. But EG now should be set for the fourth. And when I said he was ready for it this time, if you missed yesterday's game, your Kinder just kept pushing Banana. So I don't think EG will get punished by those type of plays again. They're going to be very aware of movements just like that.
With an MP9.
Yeah, he was naughty yesterday, wasn't he? And I think when you look at the CT setup for Fnatic, it's Jacquinho and Golden over towards B. That means Jacquinho needs to have big performances while holding that B site. He is the one who...
that was short-lived.
It was satisfying as well. Dink dead, Cirque drops, round on the board, 4-1, nice and quick. Fnatic not going for any silly business.
I think Obo just dropped his rifle and didn't get one. That sucks.
Lucky they got a bit of extra cash to work with here. If Fnatic buy right now, Alex, they're going to be operating with low util. So they will purchase in. We've seen Crims confirm that with a rifle.
Maybe an SMG and some util for that B defender. FAMAS is the sacrifice Brolin makes.
You don't love it.
Golden as well, in pursuit of more nades.
You really don't love it. They're doing a 3-man B lane. Standard stuff here. That banana smoke, see, it's not super deep. It's just towards that logs position. That was thrown passively from Crims, who's already rotated over towards A. Now a deep smoke, but for Obo, this is great to play around. He's ahead of it.
Turns the flash. So mobile, so aware. Jaquinho thinking better of the push. He's right to do so.
Oh, he's dodged most of that. That should have been destined for a lot more. So Obo down to 66, actually quite lucky.
We were talking about it before, right? I mean, he's got such huge shoes to fill on the T default for EG. Ethan was one of the best players at that banana of, you know, evading nades and finding impact in space.
And great with the pressure too.
Nobo, so far so good. Up mid.
But this is great for EG though, right? They're operating against a Fnatic who have 2 Famuses, M4s, very low util.
They've got 2 smokes left at the 45-second mark. It certainly doesn't suck if they drop them on 30. JW completely smoked off at a late boost.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah, straight over.
Info. They can rotate a 3rd player to B with a boost like this.
You'd think they would. Crims has gone his way now, or at least thinking about it. Breeze in the apartment to try and sell this.
Crim's not going to get there in time.
No, it's only going to be Golden's MP9, and he's even pre-aiming boosts. Hoping they pushes it before it fades. He'll use it as quasi cover. This could be good. Just the one. Crims has rotated in at times. And Crims will find another before he falls. Jaquinho's the one to snatch it away. If he could just deny the plan, that would be everything. But Cirque has done enough to get it down just in time. Unless shoot his toes. The bomb is now down. JW had a chance to win it right there and then. And Cirque times his peak so well. A circle strafe away. Back into second orange. Banana a threat. He's already found the first. He has to adjust. Oh, Cirque in trouble. Runs out of bullets. And that's another for EG. Chaos in the server tonight.
Oh, Cirque shaking his head. Don't think he quite believes that one right there. Never in doubt.
I mean, when he's planting and getting his shot at his wiggly toes.
5-1. Will be another save for Fnatic here. Partial definitely on the cards. Golden cements that with a deagle buy. God, very dicey there, didn't it? Crims did get there in time. I thought he was going to be too far away and back turned, simple kills. It was Jaquinho on the site, right? He needed to get one there to really make that awkward. Cirque did well, very, very well. And look, they're already top banana control, so this deagle's already under scrutiny, already under pressure.
They just want the fights.
Yeah, I don't blame them. They're looking sharp.
Yeah, anyone that wants to go one-on-one with us, AKV Deagle, you're welcome to.
So they've already thrown this smoke out, right? Do they want to dissuade EG, or do they want them to come on in?
They had the 4-man pack there.
L5 now. You think you'd want them to come on in here, so maybe using that top banana smoke early is allowing EG to think, hey, we forced out a bit of util.
This is perfect from EG. Couldn't have been a better decision. Throw everything you've got at B. It's very convincing. Fnatic smoke into another smoke, CT. Everyone's there to react on the push, and well, Hobo continues to sell it. One by one, the nades are thrown out.
They flash, they peek, nothing.
They're clearing everything on A. They don't want to be caught by any funny business, any crouch, deagle in graveyard. And this will extend their lead. EG.
How many is Zobo going to get? I reckon 2.
This is first, and woo, multiple targets. You smashed it, Chadney. Now the AK, they flash to stop the push for it. Defending their teammates' weaponry. Stan with some trigger discipline. The AK has been recovered.
How long though? Look at this. Locked in.
No way out. JW, Rock.
This is getting expensive now. Cirque doesn't want to lose the AWP. I think Stan's had enough too. So picking up 2 AKs, Fnatic, they stacked B. The guns were brought to them. Be happy with that. 6-1. And this is the EG that was mauling Astralis on the T side just the other day. Technical timeout called, so we'll be back in a moment. Tarek just dipping out to fix a thing or two. I don't have any fun stuff today, Alex. I don't have any. The woman who swallowed a fly. That one's done. We finished
okay.
that.
Obviously, we can't talk about the Counter-Strike.
I do have this little packet of tissues, and it has a fox on it.
Foxes. I used to see a lot of them when I lived in London.
Okay.
That's about all I've got for you on the fox category.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you know when you kind of see that really large cat and you're like, whoa, double take, and then you realize
It's a fox.
they actually exist and they just roam the streets, and especially at night, you know, I'd be sitting on my windowsill,
I'm trying to think of animals I've seen
make eye contact.
around my house.
Around your house?
Well, not in Malta. There's a man who is on a horse and cart in Malta, comes past our house.
You hear the clippity clop?
He definitely comes up our street. It is quite the hill, so poor horse.
Yeah,
really.
respect.
Hopefully it's only going downhill.
Well, then with a cart, wouldn't that be like kind of a physics nightmare?
Well, he must have some brakes.
Yeah,
So you're hitting the brakes.
How did never mind. I was about to ask a really stupid question. Hold on. There are reins. That's what they use.
Yeah.
That's how you stop a horse.
I think so.
Yeah. I was about to say never. I'm just not going to say it. I'm just glad it's not come out of my mouth.
I did see a kangaroo one time in my street in Australia.
Yeah.
I was driving
like
home.
Real life. Was it as hench as they can look? I've seen some big ass kangaroos.
They don't normally look like that.
Like vascular, roided up.
Yeah, I know the ones you're talking about.
Beasts.
They don't normally look like that. I think that's probably more out in the bush. I get the more, they're not domesticated kangaroos, but they're the ones that are in like the parks and you see them at dawn and dusk. But I was driving home one day, and where I'm from in Australia, there is a massive park near my house, and he was hopping up the street. And I didn't hit him with my car. I didn't almost hit him with my car. I'm going slow. It's a suburban area. But I saw an emu one time.
Ooh, how big is an emu? Is that like a kind of a poor man's ostrich?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say so. That's a good comparison right there. Pretty big. Their emu eggs are huge as well.
I saw a video on the internet of an ostrich like cuddling, but because they haven't really got arms, right? They just wrap their neck around you.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so just like a long neck cuddle.
Oh, it's like a snake.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of the old snakes.
Nor I. But either way, we can sneak into round 8.
Reese has nothing. Is that just the HUD? Never mind, it was just the HUD. I started panicking. They only had a Glock. I was like, uh-oh.
Now, early deterrence on B hasn't cost him too much util, and you can see Brolin's Incendiary is indicative of his awareness that there is more to come, and they've even smoked that. There's a lot of speed behind EG here, and Brolin readies his aim. Stand too quick. JW puts a bullet between the two of them, and that is a problem. High Flash hoping to not get pushed. They're everywhere. They just overwhelm him, and already the site is lost. The round 2.
Dave.
EG are threatening.
Fnatic must have done something there for EG to know it was a 3-man banana hold.
You're right.
That could be the only reason they would accelerate exactly like that, right? Unless that was the call out of spawn, but they kind of postured a bit and then they went. So I think there was a tell from Fnatic that they had a 3-man banana lean. Unfortunately for them, only 2 players survive. And, well, yeah, Train, it looked good. Inferno, not looking good at all, unfortunately.
How interesting is it that, you know, upon the loss of one player, a map that was seen as, you know, always a threat, even when in your, you know, low form moments, they're mid-rounds. Do you remember Flusher used to go and do these ridiculous things like jump halfway with the bomb to fake it and then mid-round his way back to A and all of that sweaty Counter-Strike we used to love? It's so funny how, you know, this is kind of fallen entirely out of their wheelhouse.
When I look at their CT setup so far, it's Golden and Jacquinho holding B, right? Now, we haven't had a lot in terms of having first-hand experience watching Jacquinho, so we don't know how much he can offer. Last map was really good, right? He played really good last map, so that's a good sign. But having him and Golden holding B, you might start to see there might be cracks. When I think about this, you have Crimson Brolin, right? You'd want to have one of them maybe over towards the B-bomb site, right? Or if you're going to have the swingman helping out B, maybe make it JW and have Crimson Brolin just 2-man A. You know what I'm thinking? I'm talking about those bits and bobs, but we have another tech.
Yeah, just trying to resolve the issue as it looks like it's still plaguing Tarek. Can
Volvo, please.
And fix this one.
What else we got?
Well, I liked where we were going.
Yeah, with the animals.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to an alpaca farm as a kid?
You know I didn't, but I do have a soft spot for the alpaca wool.
Okay.
That's some real soft stuff.
Because as a kid, for some reason, we did farm stays.
Like school trips?
No, like mum and dad would take us like out to the country.
You were raised so well.
Well, I don't know. Like it was like a commercialized thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, actually, I'm lying. There was like farmyards we'd go to.
Yeah.
And you'd buy bags of feed.
Yeah.
Paper bags of feed, which was really exciting, like 50 pence a pop.
Sure.
And you'd go find the sheep and all the gibblies and the wibblies, whatever they may be.
We would stay overnight or for a couple of nights. So it was in...
What?
Yeah,
like Center Parks kind of vibes. Well, that's kind of sick.
We'd go around in like, we'd have our... what are the boots? You know, the boots, not the Ugg boots. The ones to do the wet one, the Wellingtons.
Wellington boots.
That's the one. We'd have those. We'd slosh around a bit.
Yeah.
There was...
Oh, they had like a sand pit with child-sized excavators.
Okay, so that would have been fun.
It was sick, dude. I'd sit there and I'd dig holes for hours.
I can tell you, digging holes can be a bit of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I had thinking about it now. It was just basically a perfect opportunity for parents to just not have to constantly entertain the spawn that they've created.
It's like IKEA.
Like, yeah, you know what? Take an hour for yourself.
Throw them in the cage, go look at some furniture.
Your kid's going to feed the goats and dig a hole, and you can go and, you know, like, take a breath for a minute.
Maybe have a power nap.
Yeah, geez.
That's the thing with, because as I'm getting older, a lot more people around me, is my friends and stuff, having children.
Cat's getting broody, everyone.
That's true. But the thing that I don't know how I would be able to survive is the lack of sleep. The lack of sleep. This might be a long tech, ladies and gents, with what I'm reading right now in the server. So you're gonna have to listen to stories from our childhood.
Sweet, man.
As we rehash.
Yeah, I mean, I can see completely closed games on the Fnatic cam, so that's definitely not promising. Just pure black screen desktop wallpapers.
Yeah, they're having the old FPS bug. So we all know that one. It's hard sometimes to fix.
I swear, the only time I've encountered it, it was a proper nightmare to fix. Like everyone's spamming, like everyone you're playing against is like, just do the command. This fixes it for me.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
I'm just screaming into the void.
It's like the other day when there was that issue you saw the pros tweeting about. I think Valve tweeted, said they fixed it, maybe not completely fixed, was the one where the keyboard and mouse stopped working. I had that happen in a couple of the, not to me personally, but to a couple of players I was with. And if you changed, I think Devilwalk was tweeting about raw input. If you turn it off, your mouse started working again, but the keyboard wouldn't. So it was a bit all over the place.
Yeah. Spaghetti code.
Yeah, and to think what they've been able to do with a game that they outsourced for somebody else to make, and then they went, you guys bloody ruined this, didn't you? Hidden Path. And then they've come in and they've had to fix it. They've done a good job. I know people are not happy at the best of times, but that's the thing. You'll never be happy.
No.
It's not the game that you're mad at. It's something else.
Oh, Chad, wow. You just hitting people with hard truths today.
I have to, Alex. Someone needs to do it.
Yeah, and of course, this is actually a new variant of Inferno where we have 9 Ts up against 1 chicken. It's a whole new game.
Rush, did you ever go to an alpaca farm?
I have never even heard of an alpaca farm.
You guys are missing out.
I think that's a
that's like an emus and kangaroo kind of vibe. Yeah, we don't have any of that.
There's cows next to my house where I used to live when I was a kid.
Yeah?
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah, I guess. You lived on a farm then.
Just
Yeah,
waiting on the
pretty
admin
cool.
now, so that does sound positive.
I guess that means they're just waiting on us.
It looks good, boys, down on the server here. Weather's looking good. Ground is smooth. FPS is maximum.
Oh. Oh, we need a new observer. Rush is dead.
We've lost him.
When Rush does that, what I envision him doing is putting one finger on his ear, right? The earpiece, pushing it in, and the server conditions down here. Golden just wanting to make sure they get their tactical timeout. Anyway, we're leaving spawn. Hopefully everything's all good in the hood.
Fingers crossed.
Toes too.
Crims and Brolin, the shining beacons of Fnatic so far. They're going to have to step up in the feed. B has been tested repeatedly. And they got the battle waging on now for Banana Supremacy.
Yeah, contesting this one a bit more, but problem. Oh, he might get caught. They're going to chase him down just around the corner.
Like, EG have proven that they're not afraid to run through smokes as a 5-man squad with good flashes. Like, they've already proven that on A. They've proven it on B. And I think with that as the lay of the land, it's really sketchy for the CTs right now, because you never know. They might just press W, and here they go, straight into the site. Double entry. Stan does not want to let this one slip away. His frustrations from Train manifest into entry frags here on Inferno.
This one might be quick, 8-1. They have to save again. Brolin and JW wanting to hide, but Tarek's already on the hunt. You can see him just holding W, catches JW, not even ready for that. That's how quick that chase was.
And he wants Brolin as well. Look at him go. He's actually going to find him. This is so suffocating for the CTs. You just feel like you have to work so hard just to exist.
Yeah, where's he going to run to as well? Clamping on down now, pushing in. CT spawn through the library. Brolin has another. Obo's fallen.
He's a real laser beam, it's
He's playing
Brolin.
deathmatch right now.
Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone else fancy the chances?
Get on in here. All right, well, the kills are nice. It's better for his stat line, but not better for Fnatic overall. Max loss bonus. It's a nice little bit of a paycheck to have into your account time and time again. Stan, that was beautiful. That first shot rips Golden's head off, follows in, and Obo through the smoke, cementing the round right there. May as well buy a few Fnatic. You've got enough money to do so. Drop a couple of guns across from Brolin. He can drop 1 M4, or he can go for SMGs if they want to have more weapons thrown. Or take a save. I feel like it's too late in this half anyway. I won't lie. I know we're speaking about a lot of comebacks. Haven't seen Fnatic opt for one just yet. So, falling apart ever quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you rode such a high as you clawed into, then converted that first map, and then immediately you're put right back to where you were trying to avoid. You know, this kind of feeling of pursuit of an impossible outcome. Let's see if they can kind of pick up themselves a little bit here when they half buy. It's conservative, it's armored, it's threatening.
Last time they did this, they left Brolin solo banana after they set him up. This time Brolin's over towards A.
Oh, Jaquinho's booked by Obo. I told you! He can look through these smokes. He knows where the crosshair needs to be.
Oh, that was like, what, 2 bursts of about 5 bullets, both dead.
Just perfect. Just absolutely perfect. And if you're Fnatic, what are you supposed to say? Like, we have banana, and then...
He shot us through the smokes, guys.
We didn't.
Oh, JW. Okay. He needs 3 kills to make this one work, and I think if Tarek just... Yeah, looks a little bit more to his right. There you go. Round over.
Brolin could change things.
The triple kill.
Swung on though. Nice work from EG. This is suffocating. Really impressive to watch.
They're just constantly moving around the map, right? Look at Tarek again. This is what... Do you remember... And maybe I was casting with Lauren. Maybe you were away doing your little League of Legends, Pixies and Wizards thing.
Yeah.
But there was a game that we did last year. Rush probably remembers. He would have been observing it. I think it was Furia versus EG on Inferno. And they were T-half. And they were just everywhere, just swarming. No matter what they did, they were just owning EG. Well, EG right now, maybe they picked up some of that Furia magic because they're just pushing around the map. I know that was 2 through the smoke to kick that one off. But in these late situations with Tarek just holding W and... being relentless on these chases, it's great to see.
Yeah,
confident counter.
The pace that's coming out of EG is so unpredictable. You don't know whether Obo's coming around that corner or if he's going to sit and spray the smoke for 40 seconds. Burning, can't find a safe haven. And that is a twist of fate, this time in favor of Fnatic.
Took 4 players over towards top banana to get 1 opening kill.
Certainly better than a double entry from Obo. That is for Fnatic.
Still not getting banana for free, are they? If they push 2 players to contend with, Cirque's still down here. Thinking better of this. Golden leaps back. Jaquinho not too far behind. If they want to look for an equalizer, they need to find it in the next 15 seconds. Otherwise, it will just be group up and exec. Because the bomb still T-stairs. And they're not being offered any kills. They've been a bit of a turtle setup here from Fnatic as they moved very site heavy on towards B.
Yeah, I mean, the more that every second that passes favors them, right?
Yeah, and they actually want them to come in. Jaquinho's going to drop that smoke towards back site, and then him and Golden will fight behind it. So this is going to get awkward for EG.
Here they come. Golden, Jaquinho, set up for success. Just peeking around. The spray's not there from Golden. They found him. Jaquinho does enough damage to keep them off the bomb.
I think there's time for this.
Yeah, Cirque's just already considering banana. You've got to find Jaquinho. Stan does provide 1, but now it's all on to Stan, and with no time and no health, Jaquinho passes his test here on B for a second on the board of Fnatic.
Yeah, that was all with that opening kill onto Obo, right? You can see how much it stalled out for EG. Down a man, harder to execute. We're hoping for another aggressive maneuver, found absolutely nothing. And, oh, if you want to finish off the half strong, Fnatic, 6 is respectable. 6 we can work with. Anything less, it'll be a hard T-half ahead of them. No dramas over there for the EG buy. Still just a single AWP for the CT setup. Back and forth we go. The standard utility limped on out. It's going to be 3 players towards top banana this time, and no early aggression from EG. Just a couple of flashes and mollies to hold them at bay. The tug of war for banana control. This has probably had the most utility thrown out of any game ever.
Yeah, it has been heavy. Flash isn't great. No vision removed. Instead, it's 2 Fnatic defenders. B's open. Open for business.
Isn't it?
What a contrast to the Fnatic T side we saw on Train.
And it'll be another save. How much do they want to hunt? This time, there's probably around 5-ish, 4-ish K on the majority of players left over for EG. So they can throw a few bodies at this, and Breeze is making sure they can't push into T-apps to save. They will have to clear out top, mid, boiler. Bomb's going to get planted within the next few seconds. Here he is. Tarek's rocked on in. Hello, guys. You've cleared this out for me. Thank you very much. Even going for the safest of plans that he possibly can. And with Breeze in this position right now, if he just parks, he just waits, any sound cues, they can really start hunting. I think that EG may as well put a couple of bodies tasked to this. Another player coming back down, Banana. But really, does it matter? Because the gun rounds for Fnatic, if they don't get the... Ah, yeah, that matters.
That is a problem.
That does matter.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you may as well just let them have the rifles because the rounds seem really easy.
Sure, but with 3 rifles, now 2. Anything more they could take away is going to really hurt. Brolin is in pit. And he's going to tag up Breezy. It does confirm his location, but I think that's enough for EG. Bit too rich for their blood. 10 already for EG's T side. And 10 grand in reserve. Like, this is going to be a big test for Fnatic just to post another round.
Could be another timeout for them as well, just to talk this one through. What do you do with the 2 saved guns? The loss bonus is enough to get them SMGs or half-buys again. You could see some drops coming through from Brolin. Same for JW. So they can keep this as a steady gun round. What are they going to pick here? Lots of time to discuss this one. Samuelson, the coach, can be chiming on in. But if that doesn't tell the story, I don't know what does. Round 2, a force buy that they won. Immediately responded by EG winning the force buy back of their own and almost one-way traffic all the way down until round number 11. Golden having a rough go of it here. B has been bullied time and time again. Lots of assists there, so his utilities helping, but they're not stalling this one. Going to be double AWPs. They've hit the emergency button. The big red button has been hit. And Jacquino will be onto the second AWP here. We loved what he was doing on train with the big green. Can he replicate here in the final 3 rounds of play?
No fear, no fear. Wow, straight up Banana, and Golden had to find that punish.
If they just go A now, there's still 3 players on B. The rotation's coming on over, but they might be late, stalled on out by this molly. Good stuff from Brolin.
Yeah, that's actually huge. It enables Crims to fully tuck into the site. So they are looking to pop apps. Circ to flash them in. It's simple. And it does buy them some time to drop. Immediately, Brolin's gone. Tarek has provided the most crucial of them all.
Oh, awkward spot for the
Flames as well, found as well. Tarek's doing all the hard work. And Circ's ready for you. He'll pull the trigger onto Crims. Another round falls for Fnatic. EG 11. Despite the opening frag going Fnatic's way, they just quickly readjust, group up, and execute. The first frag from Tarek, though, finding Brolin before he can provide anything.
That's great. And then the fact he jumps up straight into Graveyard and punishes JW, who's in a very, very awkward spot with the AWP. You know, we see players, especially Circ, he likes to sit in the site with the AWP and hit them as they jump out or come out short. But JW, because he's under so much pressure, had to drop a smoke, mollied out of position, in the open, dead, round over. As soon as Crims was found, he was the only man there, being a bit of a sleeper, trying to come on in with some impact. Now, at this point of the game for Fnatic, I know they went for another save. Here you go. Here's the start for Stan, just straight on up. But you can see what that's done, right? The assist, because of Crims there, they know that the third man, it's normally Jacquino and Golden. So now that you know that the assist with Crims, you know that you can quickly pounce on towards that A bomb site. You can't save anymore if you're Fnatic, right? And technically you can one more time, but you don't want to. Not when the scoreline's like this. You have to go for some of these retakes. You have to give it a crack here. Walking away with 2 rounds on the CT side of Inferno, that is... not a party, not a dream. No one's loving it. EG are loving it. EG fans are loving it.
Have you ever gone to a party in your dreams?
No, I don't think so. My dreams are pretty boring.
Jacquino immediately deleted. And Tarek, oh, he does not quit. He does not surrender. Oh, Golden. Oh, caught out. This just feels like a complete mismatch.
This is, the thing is, it's just heads up Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
They're just running at them. They're just running at them.
But this is how VP's first half, you know, when they were just constantly, even on the CT side, just running it down mid.
Yeah. What are they meant to do against this? Like, if Fnatic can't hit a shot, the utility usage from EG is great, right? Like, don't get me wrong. They have the nades, they got the flashes, everything's happening, but they're just running through them, right? So where is the answer from Fnatic here? Individually, they're being made to look silly.
We've watched 2 rounds in a row where, admittedly, Golden actually dealt with it the first time, but 2 rounds in a row where EG's call has been, who's got the spawn, push Banana.
Yeah.
And he runs into Jacquino immediately. The AWPing presence on B is dead, and they know at that point, this is an advantage we have to push. The issue, there's another bit of salt in the wound. The final round of play, Nomag 7 for JW, 3.4 in his bank account. We'll see this again. There goes Jacquino. And the round ends just like that.
Yeah, this is great stuff. Everybody on EG looking sharp. And the thing is, it's not just Breeze dropping bombs, it is everybody. A nice little smile there from Obo. Warms your heart, doesn't it?
He's just having fun.
Yep. And there's the other babyface killer in the server today. Brolin on the receiving end for map number 2. 12-2.
That's 12 rounds. 4 away from taking us to our third map already.
Alex.
Yeah, Obo's trying to live his Zywoo fantasy. They got double up T-side. Nades right onto the nose of Brolin. He'll get away with just 30 damage dealt. JW needed that. Hits the tag, gets away with it. What on earth was that? Breeze has actually made a bit of a meal of that, enabling Crims to find the opening kill. And they know he was Boiler upside. Oh, and a miss from Cirque as well. This is what Fnatic were waiting for, a Crims round. All 3 frags coming in from the ever-deadly Freddy. Just finishing the job. JW pulls the trigger onto Stan.
Not known to be an AWPer is Obo.
Oh, that is a shame. Crims hunts him down, and that's 4 kills for Crims to put the third on the board for Fnatic. Compulsory. Let's see how they start their second half, or whether or not we will be seeing that third map. It feels like something of a guarantee that Mirage is on the horizon.
I mean, for us, Katowice, it was sad because it is such a marquee event. It's such a big event, and it's fun to play in, but the public didn't know, but we already knew that Ethan was leaving our roster after that, so we were kind of playing that as a goodbye event, so moods were light. We didn't really, not that we didn't take it as seriously, but it wasn't the same, oh my God, this is the marquee event. It's like, this is a goodbye event. Let's do our best. Let's try to have some fun with it, like leave some good memories. So unfortunately for us, it was a little bit different than how we would have liked it and how everyone else, but for us, it still had our high points and memories, and thankful for it. Even though the results weren't great, the memories were cool.
Three on the half for EG. This one's looking way too easy. Fnatic, well, they look good on train. Now here on the map choice of the North American powerhouse. They have struggled. Let's get this second half underway here with Machine.
G'day.
It's getting better.
Thanks.
And the 1x bet odds favoring EG here, but as we quickly get out the gates, Crims, he's found an opener.
Got any more in, yeah? They want to fight again. Ah, on the flash. It's not going to find the head, but he lives on.
I think Crims got pretty mad towards the tail end of that one. Had a big 4 kills to close out the first half, and now he's found an opening that's setting Fnatic up nicely for this pistol. Be exact. Looking likely.
Yeah, and just going to be Hobo and Tarek. So as this util gets thrown out, this first tap out of his USP would have been everything, and not going to find anyone as they cross into the site. Obo tries as hard as he might to find an even fight. It's damage, and Tarek does manage to finish what he started. So there is a kit, and there is a chance, especially with a frag like that. Cirque taps Golden. Breeze in the smoke, caught out only Tarek. And he was the first one here. Chance, though.
Oh, now it's a JW knife.
got a knife.
Maybe not.
Thinking about it. Crims can deny it.
Oh. You could see. He wants one of the classics. Not going to happen.
Perhaps now is not the time.
Yeah, well, maybe now is the perfect time. Because it's
okay.
likely that we'll lose the map, if I'm going to be honest with the forecast for this one here. So maybe a bit of silly business could have come in handy, but Crimsy Boy with a nice round. And that shot from Cirque, if it became a second, if they got the double up there, which didn't feel like it was likely, that was a chance for EG, but now it will be the Force by Wars. Sign yourself up. We love a bit of this. Scouts, CZs, Deagles, the works, utility there too. So looking for a tag and a half here. Ooh, quickly up to Boiler. Breeze has found one.
Yeah, he's actually taken down Jaquino, and Golden's lost a lot of health here.
Oh no.
Obo's pushed down, finishes off the job. And 2 early casualties.
And the scout towards Long is perfect.
Perfect against an SMG. He's actually missed his shot. A new lease of life unlocked for Brolin. Pushing in. Crims does catch Cirque's library, and Breeze struggling to connect the dots, enables the access to the site as well as an advantage. Now back to Fnatic. 6 bullets on that CZ. Make it 5. Definitely unfavorable for young Obo. And Brolin's just hiding perfectly for the element of surprise. He'll unload. We'll need to reload, and Deagle headshot makes it winnable. Tarek hits them both. Trying to make it as threatening as possible. Even has a smoke, and it looks like he'll play it the safe game. Yeah, just for a second, though he might be pivoting back.
Jumping up Boiler, ready and around to go.
I don't know, man. Smoke it, 10-second defuse madness.
I would be with you there. It's a Tarek maneuver, but not to beat. The AK's nice.
Take that. Take that any day of the week, and yeah, just Fnatic dealing with the Scouts and the Deagles, but bloody 1v1 is where it ends. We'll see how this started. This is Tarek. Does take down Obo in pursuit of that frag, but importantly, he hits both of these, and that's what keeps the round down to the 1v1. It means Fnatic have to reinvest all of their goodies, but with an AK saved, is there gonna be anything around it?
I think they should take this one relatively conservative. Look at the scoreline here, right? CT side, maybe no reason to force the issue.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd like to see a couple of nades to set that AK up for an opener, you know?
And as a molly.
A molly and a flash, maybe he'll be partnered up. It doesn't actually seem like he's solo B with that, so he'll drop the util to keep them on notice. Tarek will go hunting elsewhere. In fact, invading into the apartments. Jaquino, if he throws that molly, he might hunt that. Tarek sets up for an opener.
And he's away. They know where the bomb is, the AK is now. They should head B.
Everyone is. Look at this. The whole map suddenly sets its focus onto B. Smokes, mollies, flashes, all thrown out. It was just Tarek being found is all that determined that. But they are here quick enough.
They're ready for the boost.
Certainly. Tarek will smoke off Banana. Deep smoke from the T's stops him from peeking over the top of it. They would love to once again find frags here, right, Chad?
Yeah, any economical damage they can do is great.
Good shooting. That's AK gone.
Close right.
He's ready.
Oh,
He's found another. Tarek looking great. Keeping it honest. Oh, Brolin's under a lot of scrutiny. 40 HP. They can keep him on Banana now. Cirque's on the site to keep JW's feet planted. And it's not a defuse. It's not a round. Make no mistake. But EG are keeping Fnatic down to the bare minimum here.
Oh, Great stuff. They'll grab himself another gun when this bomb goes off. Stan can run on into construction, pick that one up if it hasn't been blown to smithereens. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Finds it. That's a great find. 2 very competitive forced buys or partial buys in a row. And that's Fnatic's money taking a bit of a hit.
It has. It really has. You know, normally at this point, if everything has gone swimmingly, you start to swell. You know, you've got the little bonus, a couple of Galils left over, and you start getting those bombs down and really splashing the cash. But this has been so suffocating. EG are keeping every player on Fnatic tested.
Handy work from Tarek again. 2 good rounds for him in a row. So he's got the AWP out.
Love me some CT AWP mid peaks. And what's up to Brawlin's plan? Wow, wait, great adjustment on the half wall. We'll go down to Tarek.
Ooh, lots of damage with that molly. Residual. And into A.
Straight through the smoke. That seems a little lackadaisical. Jaquinho, short-lived. Thought he had a gap. Cirque, responsible for 2 different angles here.
Has to give up the site, surely.
Yeah, he's holding it. Flash is important here. Smoke's even better. Ooh. Did he spot him? Crims, head visible, knows they're into pit and sight.
This is still a hard retake here for EG.
What's the playbook here?
Oh, JW.
Trying to push the smoke.
Oh, he's just given them a freebie.
Just been gifted away back into the site.
That was meant to be a hard retake.
Doesn't feel like it anymore. They can pincer in, slowly crawling, looking for Crims, who's just in the open, looking for the one-tap. Cirque's making it costly. Crims down to 40.
Flash now.
Flash is good. Golden, however, defends. And he's gone down too. Cirque, some impact frags. Crims to clutch up. He can. Time favors him. It's only Stan on the bomb, and Cirque pushes in. They can defuse. Even the kit is present. A hard retake made possible thanks to the heavy lifting from Cirque on the AK-47.
Surprised JW felt the need to make a play there, right? They had a 3-on-4. It is a post-plant situation. It can get a bit tight, right? But we always talk about how hard it is to retake.
And even just having the presence of mind to immediately, should we go for it, have the rifle. Cirque picking up a rifle for that and providing Overwatch with the AK-47. He knows the AWP is not the weapon for the job. And had he not had it, you can see that all of those fights would not have come so easy. So great decision-making from him, and it puts a 13th on the board for EG.
And here are the ramifications of those 2 rounds where Tarek got multi-kills with just the upgraded pistols and the saved AK. Already straight down to an eco here for Fnatic. Not even a force, right? They don't want to push the issue, and Cirque's taking down the head of Golden, the head of the Snake. The one calling the shots over there for Fnatic is dead. Now they'll just spend their time... Oh, I think he's already got the Deagle, Brolin. I think JW took that one, mate.
It was quick.
Yeah, you got to be fast around here. So this one is looking very good with that opening kill. Flashed up mid. Jaquinho picks on out, sees it's clear. Bullets. Oh, that's a great dink. Breeze immediately sent on back towards the pit. Oof. Ah, never mind. Got excited for nothing. Tarek's here. Tarek's the man today. 3 for him.
Probably nice to get home. You know, we went back to New York, right? I think
so.
A full reset for them. So that's probably been nice to come back feeling, you know, human again.
Yeah, it's kind of like they just work overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you going? Oh, just Europe.
Got to go and get some business done in Europe. Well, the meeting's going well here on Inferno.
Briefcase well and truly open in this one. 14-6. I wouldn't mind a briefcase.
Yeah, man. You could put all of your, like, various vitamins and minerals in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're minerals, Marie, not rocks. Oh, Alice good.
Has he been watching a Yakinda demo or two? Let's see if Obo pushes the issue here. That's a very, very deep smoke.
Yeah, it's so deep that T-Stairs gets weird now. You know, could he be? Nah, he couldn't. Could he? Could he? Up mid. Tries to hold the line and does fire off a shot. They're double bulk, so Cirque losing long is a problem. Golden taking a lot of space and demanding respect on it. Jaquinho finds one, and Fnatic find a round. A wrap, perfectly executed. And bomb going down. Obo crawling towards the apartments, maybe in a position to try and catch a couple more members of Fnatic as they leave the site.
Really loved that explosion just then. That was great. Both those mollies, I don't know if they were designed, I guess they were, to have a little bit of a gap there for them to push on through. force the issue, because normally when you see mollies like that, especially with early in the round, you're just expecting a mid-wall control. The fact that they continued through, they had the flashes to help with that, I really like that. You could see how caught off guard Cirque was. His back was turned to the site, died in the back. Obo going to take Crims here. And they do need to hold on to these guns to EG. One will go off. Fnatic now with 7. I don't know. Are you ready? I'm not ready for another comeback. I didn't sign up for those today.
I don't think I can do back-to-back ridiculous comebacks that no one can explain or justify. I mean, Virtus Pro, I think at one point, Chandler, you burst a blood vessel watching some of the mental snap.
Yeah, it was a tough one to watch, but it was also great to watch on the other side, right?
Make no mistake.
You're sitting there going, okay, well, they just keep running into a wall, and they keep doing the same thing time and time again, but they just had to get to overtime.
I don't think EG have the same fragility in their mental state. I think they'll be closing this one out in a matter of time. Flashes are out, and a boost for Cirque. He's gagging for a peek, and he gets what he was looking for. Brolin punished for what he considered to be just a cursory glance down mid.
They were touching on these stats, though, with the desk, remember, to kick off the day, and they were talking about how EG, I think, were the best in the tournament for operating with 4v5 disadvantage.
That's cool.
Yeah, so let's see how they go with the advantage here.
It's actually a discrepancy there. They actually struggle to convert the man advantages.
Some teams do.
Yeah?
Yeah, and also you have to keep in mind, how the trade happens off of that opening kill and the 4v. So there's a lot of details. The context of stats is always the hardest part.
Now, we don't use context on the internet.
Or nuance.
No. Has to be a concrete black and white opinion.
Just like
you
life.
have to vilify anyone that doesn't hold it again as you do.
I'm telling you, man, I'm basically off the socials.
I'm working on it. There's another for Cirque. 2 on the opener. Fnatic at a huge disadvantage now, and the rest of their resources are heading into this B. You can see already got an incendiary pinned, and will drop it as soon as util is thrown out by Fnatic.
Obo's here too. This is perfect from EG. They should be winning this round.
Yeah, look at this 2 anti-flash.
Obo's just ready to spam.
And just straight through. No one was looking. The spray's a bit wild, but it gets the frag all the same. JW was his next victim. And now Crims handed a 1 versus 4. He's already cut it down to 3. Flash gobbled up. He holds the spray. Wasn't far off of finding Obo. And there is EG's round. They convert off the back of Cirque's dirty work early.
I love that as well. You can see the bait and switch situation there. Obo spams, Tarek pushes the smoke on the spam and stands up on the boost to be the safety net in case it all goes wrong. It all works out, 15-7. And Fnatic, they have to buy. Purchasing on in here, Crims already with the AK. Jacquinho can do the same. JW, Brolin can afford. The only man without the money. Yeah, this position from Cirque as well. I look at it as a viewer of Counter-Strike, as someone who's played that position with a rifle many a time. For some reason, with the orb, I feel like it should be a one and done. But the amount of multi-kills I see where they pivot in, out, it's crazy. That spot, it doesn't feel like you should be good for more than one.
Whoa, that is a welcome change in the feed. JW knocking Cirque down a peg. And, well, Breeze's immediate reaction is to drop a smoke that Brolin will have to respect. There is no other option.
Oh, complete gamble again by EG. Look at this. They've already come over towards the A bomb site. I didn't even notice. They've evacuated B. Gamble stack for mid control.
That's one way to react to an early loss. And this position we were just discussing, it's a crossfire for Tarek and Stan. Breeze the contingency plan. Obo, strong angle for Abs, but there goes Stan. Breeze and Obo decide it's not quite done. Another chance. Obo lines them up, knocks them down. Fnatic sent out of the server, and we will see 3.